Alright, am I recording now? Alright, I am good. This is the second time I'm recording this because I forgot to hit record on my audio, so let's do it again. Welcome to This Week in Weiss Schwarz, where I can't turn to my right because my neck hurts. We're not going to cover anything that happened in the strategy presentation because we already covered all of that in a video. Go watch it if you haven't. I uploaded it on Wednesday. So we're going to move on from that. Ka-chow. We're going to start off with the JP news. There is no JP news. Again, go watch that video. Not to brag, it's a pretty good video. There is one thing, the Bang Dream 5th anniversary and the intro decks are released, and I usually say let's look at all those side cards, but there are over 30 SSPs and 30 SPs, so we're not going to do that now. But if anyone can hook me up with one SSP of every Afterglow girl, I'd appreciate it. Speaking of releases, Mushoku Tensei is currently out in English, so good luck to everyone hunting those SPs and SSP cards. Remember not to pay over $30 for that trial deck, and 8 Standby and Choice Arch are more or less the builds that you're going to be working towards. I'm personally going to be going for an Arch Choice build, but I'm going to wait until the prices cool down a bit, so maybe in a week or so. We'll see how the prices turn out. Alright everyone, pat yourselves in the back. Weiss Schwarz is in the 6th place of the top collectible games of fall 2021. We did it. This is from ICV2. These charts are the top 10 Hobby Channel collectible card games. This chart reflects the sales in fall 2021 from September to December. The charts are based on interviews from retailers, distributors, and publishers. So yeah, we're in the big leagues now. So now, pretty much the entire video is going to be nothing but Springfest news. So if you're not going to Springfest, you could ignore this part, or you could stay. That'd be nice. It is a pretty short episode, but this is the more information dense part. Bushiroad Springfest is next month, with the first date being California. Again, this is trio, so you are going to need a team of 3 people. So, on the Springfest website, all the venues have been updated. So be sure to check where your Springfest is going to be held. For us in California, it is in the Ontario Convention Hall, which I have been to multiple times. It is a pretty nice place. I go to anime conventions, like different kinds of conventions, specifically at that hall. I guess it's just like cheaper to rent out. But shameless plug, go sub to my second channel for vlogs and stuff. And I know what you're thinking, but Lunchbox. Oh shit, shouldn't have done that. What if my group is super cracked? I want to be compensated by how absolutely amazing we are. Well, here are the entry gifts. Each player will receive a double-sided center marker and 1 deck box. It has Shiyoko as a dog. I'll take 5, please. Here are also the entry PR cards. Each player will receive 1 Mami, Sumi, Chizuru, and Ruka from Rent-A-Girlfriend, and Newbie Rudius from Mushoku Tensei. The top 8 team will receive 1 copy of the Rent-A-Girlfriend PR card as a hot stamped card. Top 4 will receive a certificate and the same PR card. The top 3 will receive Treasured Moment Chizuru, and the winning team will receive Resolution to Breakaway Alice. Okay, so for the people who do not know about this card, let me take you back to 2 years ago at the start of the pandemic. Oh god, it's been 2 years, huh? Ugh. So there was this thing called COVID-19. You might have heard of it, kind of floating around. So COVID did happen during Springfest 2020. Some did happen, but not a lot. Because of COVID, they canceled the rest of the Springfests of that year. Because there was no Springfest, there was no champion to take home these cards. Although one did surface a couple months ago, but it was debated whether there was a leaker at Bushiroad that stole one of these cards and then just sold it to someone. I don't think that's the case, but at least there's a way to get this card in a legit fashion. Is this still gonna say 2020? I would prefer that the winning team would get the card but have it say 2022 because that's the year that they entered. It seems like it'll have more sentimental value to it. Or maybe we're not in 2022. Maybe we're still in 2020, but it's the second 2020. It isn't 2022. It's 2022. The Squeakquel. Either way, this Chizuru, the easiest grand you will ever make on the secondary market. I'm calling it now. You're going for this card, not the championship card. Alright, so we have the prizes and the PR cards. So let's talk about some extra stuff from Springfest. This is from Bushy Road. With the ongoing shipping delays, we understand that there may be difficulties in obtaining products for BCF 2022. Thus, upcoming products can only be used 2 weeks after the official release date for BCF 2022 Regional Championships. So what that means is that you need to wait 2 weeks after the release of a set. In the case of Weiss Schwarz, Mushoku Tensei is legal to use in the California date of Springfest, but Hololive production is not legal to use for the Georgia date of Springfest, so please be mindful of this ruling. Now, I do believe that Magic the Gathering also has a ruling like this. I could be extremely wrong, but I think Magic has one, and yeah, I kind of get it. It creates kind of like a level playing field for people that can get their cards super quickly compared to the people that can't. Unless, you know, your cards are in the package graveyard in Los Angeles, then I'm sorry. So yeah, just be mindful. You gotta wait 2 weeks until the new set. And as of now, this is only for Springfest. So we'll see if they transfer this over for the rest of the tournaments as well. All right. Here we go. Weiss Schwarz announced that they are going to be releasing a restriction list on Friday, and they did at 2 in the morning, so I woke up to this. The ban list is effective April 1st, so get those final plays in. Data Live has a 3-2 Kurumi restricted to 2, and there is a choose 1 of 3 in Data Live and Kaguya-sama. Alright, so it's just the JP list, which is totally fine. To the people saying that this is lazy to just take the JP list, what else are they gonna hit? You want them to overhit these decks? Like, I don't get it. Like, what did you want? What did you want? Now, I would call them out for their laziness, but this is totally acceptable. But if they hit Fate Stay Night and Love Live Sunshine, 2 decks that people were actually worried that they're gonna be getting hit, that would be lazy. That definitely would be laziness. All right, so first of all, those 2 decks did absolutely nothing in Bro. You know what decks did do something in Bro? Data Live and Kaguya-sama. So it makes sense that they would hit those 2 decks and not Fate Stay Night and Sunshine. Sunshine is a deck from 2018, and Fate Stay Night is too expensive for players to actually get their hands on these cards. So to me, it sounds like people that are saying that this list is lazy might come from them not wanting a ban list in general, as opposed to the actual content of the ban list. Now, Kaguya-sama, it's just a slap on the wrist. If you think Kaguya-sama is unplayable, you obviously just take JP decks from the internet and call them your own. Just change up your level 0 game a bit, you're fine. There are 2 things that I am kind of excited about for this ban list. One thing is that we haven't run into this in a while, but that is changing card effects. Remember in Nisekoi English? Like that. And like I said, it hasn't been an issue in a while. So if there is a problem card being printed, like let's say in the future, as opposed to changing it for the English market because we didn't have a ban list, now that we do have a ban list, they could just give us the card outright, we fuck around a bit, and then we find out. But one of the bigger things that I am happy about this ban list is that the JP and the English side are more or less unified now. I was pretty miffed that when a shop has mixed locals, that is JP and English, if you play JP, you have to follow the ban list. But if you play English, you do not have to follow the ban list. When the cards do the exact same thing, how does that change anything? So a player who purchased JP Data Live is not able to play the deck, but they could just purchase all of their cards in English and they're able to play the deck unrestricted. I have seen that a couple times, and honestly, I think it's kind of fucked. Also, no, this isn't implemented to sell more products. It's just to balance the game. So yeah, I welcome this restriction list, and as a Yu-Gi-Oh player, I'm used to it. And that's where we're gonna end today's video. Thank you all for watching. What are you gonna take to Springfest now that your Data Live deck is hit? Gotta find something else now. Thank you to all of my channel members scrolling up over here. And actually, I think it is like 5 more channel members and we get another emote, which is kind of cool. Thank you, YouTube. Again, thank you all. Catch y'all in the next one.